Welcome back to the studio. This is the process of painting 5 new murals for the town of Somerville, Boston, Massachusetts.
It's the Big Sam Studio.
So step number 1, first of all, everything always starts with the research and design phase. This is where research is done to really understand where the mural will live and the surrounding area around the mural to best inform the design decisions for the artwork. This could include going on Google Maps, having an in-site visit, speaking with local restaurants and businesses around the mural, and just really better understanding where the mural is going to be living. After the research is done, I grab my pencil and paper and start with a few very rough thumbnail sketches. These thumbnail sketches will really help inform the final designs and creations of the murals. Next, after I have a really good idea of what design direction I want to take this project in and have a few solid thumbnail sketches, I will transfer these drawings into the iPad and digitally create the mural, basically trying to replicate what the final mural will look like best on the iPad, and color relationships and line and how thick the lines are going to be in real life versus on the digital, and just really trying to get it as close as possible so that when you send it to the client, they can really understand what they're going to be getting themselves into and the mural artwork that the final piece will look like. Then I send it to the client for feedback and approval. These specific designs the client was really happy with, but sometimes it'll go through a couple different revision processes depending on the project. I also will sometimes take on mural projects where the client will provide me the design. I can't really say that this is my favorite type of mural project, and sometimes it can really suck the creative aspirations right out of you, but if you do find a good balance with it, these projects can be really rewarding, they can be profitable, and they can also be really great practice for your mural painting career. Mural adventure day 1, let's go. So the first mural we painted was this clean wolf logo for the entrance of West Somerville Public School. To size the mural on the wall, I used these pieces of tape to work as my grid. Then I went to overlay my design on top, and I followed this grid to complete my sketch. I do some sort of this process for basically all of my mural projects. Sometimes I'll use a light color of paint for the grid process, but I used tape this time for this since there was a lot of bare wood and I only wanted the paint to be inside the design. After that one was completed, went over to the Ben Brown Public School just down the street. So this was one of those ones that wasn't my design, but it still was really a great opportunity for me as a muralist because I got to do some new opportunities and skills on this wall that I haven't been able to practice in the past. Some of those include using massive stencils for this project that worked out beautifully. And although it turned out beautifully, it did take a lot of creative thinking and logistical problem solving. So this one was for a ball wall, and it called for a ton of different circles and numbers. Each circle and number was also a different size on the wall. So this is really where the creative thinking and logistics came into play. So I ended up working with a stencil company in New Hampshire who cut every single circle and number, and then once the wall was primed, we measured out the wall and found the centers of the circles to place the numbers and the double ringed circles. Once we got a few of them done, the process really started to go a little bit faster. So another thing to mention about murals is that a lot of the times you're painting murals that aren't in the location that you live in full time. And so you have to figure out logistics about housing situations. Hotels and Airbnbs are usually where I'll end up staying for projects that are outside of my hometown, and I'll include this cost on the total budget for the mural project. Although this project was just prime summer weather and we ended up doing some camping north of Somerville in the state park, it was awesome, a great little break at nighttime from the bustling city. I live in New York City now too, so it's always nice just to turn it all off for a couple hours. After the ball wall was done, it was on to the fun projects at the Edgerly Public School. This is a school building that was being renovated for the year. The city asked Big Sam's Paints to make 3 large murals in the new courtyard. So when I was designing these murals, I really wanted to think best about what would fit best in this space for the children and the town of Somerville. I also wanted to make the 3 murals speak to each other in color and design. The first mural was a big light bulb radiating its warmth over the Boston skyline and Charles River. Boston is notoriously known for new inventions. Some of the examples are like the microwave, Facebook, electrical voting machines, the telephone, the first American public transportation system, marshmallow fluff. So for obvious reasons, this mural is called The City of New Ideas. While I started the next mural, Brandon was getting the largest mural prepped for sketching, which consists of cleaning and priming the wall. So this wall really needed some color, as you can see. On all 3 of these, I used the grid method again, but with paint this time, since there wasn't any space inside the mural that couldn't be painted directly on the wall. So once I completed the grid, I started the sketch on this one, and then started to fill and add the details. This one's called Stronger Together. As a diverse community and students of Boston, this one brings everyone together. The final mural was this larger mural in the center of the courtyard. This one was more of an abstract design, inspired by feeling. It's inspired by that feeling of really being in a space where you can truly be yourself. Do you ever have a mess at home and you look at it every time that you pass it, and when you do clean it up, it feels like so much better in your mind? Or when you hang new art on the wall or get new plants for your living environment, and how much that changes your mental perspective on things, even if it's just subconsciously. I think about this often when painting murals because it's really the type of thing that most of the time viewers will experience the artwork without knowing they are about to experience it. Like if you go to a museum, it's very intentional that you're going to look at artwork, but seeing a mural on the street can be subconscious. And similar to the positive feelings plants can give you in your home, I see murals as a similar experience for the public. I wanted this mural to inspire that feeling of comfort while truly being yourself, and for this mural and artwork to help elevate that mentality of just being yourself and being comfortable just being you. Alright, making progress.
Linerator 3000.
Linerator 3000.
Thanks to Brandon. Brandon the handyman. Stencil those lines. Let's go. Beautiful. Move. The murals came with a few challenges too, and this is always part of the game of painting murals, but I thought it's worth mentioning as part of the process. This time there was just a lot of other construction going around in the courtyard, and since they were getting ready for the new school year, there's a tight deadline, and so we were just kind of dodging around like pavers and different type of people. Another problem is always the rain. This is always a complication for mural painting, and just staying really detailed on the Weather Channel, keeping track of it and making sure that there's no rain in the forecast, because if your mural's wet at all, you're really gonna be beeped. So just gotta plan for the weather and stop maybe like an hour, 45 minutes before to let everything nice and dry on the wall.
All right, we got John here, Public Space of Somerville. Thanks so much for working with me on this project. Came out awesome. And John, you're the man right there. Great work. Bang. Construction zone here, but in a few weeks you'll have to send me some pictures so we can see some final.
You got it.
Awesome. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Choo.
But all in all, these murals came out awesome. I was so happy with the final result. I know that the city of Somerville was just as happy. The 3 murals in the Edgerly courtyard are some of my favorite murals to date. The last step after the murals are all done, I like to send final video and photos to the client, and also do, if we can, a in-person site visit to just walk around the murals and just check them out and just make sure everything is all set before leaving the mural site. A big thanks to and pleasure working with the City of Somerville, Boston, Massachusetts, Arn, John, Melissa, Keith, Robert, Brandon for all of the painting assistance and help. Thanks for stopping into the studio. If you're here because you're an artist interested more in the mural process, maybe you're an art lover, or maybe you saw a Big Sam mural in person and that's why you came to the murals to learn more about the process, I just want to thank y'all for watching the video. I have some exciting projects in the works, including an apparel line that I'm excited to drop. Thanks for stopping in. Make sure you subscribe to the Big Sam Studio, turn on those post notifications so you know when the next video is coming out, all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all next time in the Big Sam Studio.